Welcome to Wegmans customer service.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I am good. Thanks for asking.
My problem has to do with whole chickens. My problem is that you have no whole chickens. This is the fourth time you have been completely out of chickens. I have come here 10 times in the last 4 months and you have been out of chickens 4 of those times, not to mention that I was not interested in chickens the other 6 times, so I did not check. This means that at a minimum you are out of chickens 40% of the time, although it is entirely likely that you have never had any chickens any of the times I have been here.
Do you mean cooked rotisserie chickens? Would you like to fill out a comment card?
No, I mean fresh whole chickens. 79 cents a pound fresh whole roasting chickens. The 4 times when I came here looking for chickens were September 11th, October 21st, January 2nd, and today, January 6th. Every time I have asked why there were no whole chickens, and every time I have gotten a different answer. None of the answers have been satisfactory. Would you like to hear the answers I received?
Yes.
First, I should explain why I'm able to recall these dates so easily. September 11th was the day we moved here. It was a Saturday. It was also the day the world changed. I came at approximately 10 p.m. with a long list of groceries because I had just moved here. I looked for whole chickens and none were to be found. I asked an employee at the meat counter who was very smarmy, and he thought it was silly that I wanted to purchase a chicken at Wegmans on a Saturday night. I explained that Wegmans is a grocery store that is open on Saturday night, and so I thought it made sense. He then called a manager to discuss the issue with me, and the manager informed me that they schedule certain times to be low on things, based on how busy the store is on certain days of the week. I asked what those times were, and he told me that they were Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. Since I have been eating chicken my entire life, I know that chicken, even when raw, is capable of staying fresh when refrigerated for much longer than one night, and it seemed obvious to me that Wegmans is aware of this as well, because they are comfortable with keeping chickens on the shelf overnight on Wednesdays and Mondays. Every other item on my grocery list was available for purchase that evening. The only thing that was unavailable was fresh whole chickens. The next time was October 21st. I remember this because it was the day before my birthday. I came here with my mother and again we had a long list. We got to the chicken section and again you had no whole chickens. This was a Wednesday around 7 p.m. I was unable to locate any employees in the meat department. Instead, I expressed my concern with the cashier at checkout time. She suggested I ask for answers at the customer service desk, which I did, and they suggested I fill out a comment card. They also seemed to think it was strange that the store was out of whole chickens. I did fill out a comment card. The third time was just this last Saturday. I came here to buy a chicken specifically, and you had none. I inquired with an employee in the meat department, and he told me that you were out of a lot of stuff because you did not get any delivery trucks because it was a holiday. I accepted this as the only reasonable answer I'd received in all 3 interactions until the next day when I consulted my calendar and realized that it had been the 2nd of January, which is not a holiday. Also, the holiday was not unexpected, and since we all agree that chickens can remain fresh under refrigeration for more than one night, it should not have been an issue. Then today I came here to do some shopping, and again you are out of whole chickens. But what is most perplexing to me is that you have all the pieces necessary to make a whole chicken. You have thighs, drumsticks, wings and breasts. I'll admit that you have no chicken hearts or livers or any of the gross bloody sacks that those parts come in, but that is okay. I do not need those parts. The trouble is that for some reason the parts cost more than the whole. The drumsticks and thighs are 99 cents per pound, the wings are $1.39 a pound, and the breasts are $1.69 a pound. So it is obvious to me that wherever you are getting your chickens from is not completely out of chickens. They are just cutting too many up, because you are never out of the chicken parts, only the whole chicken. I would be happy to purchase a sack with all the respective parts of the chicken disassembled, and I would be happy to put it together on my own time, but I would not be happy to pay the increased price for the individual components.
I don't think we can do that.
I also find it fishy that the only type of chicken you advertise is the fresh whole chicken, which conspicuously has the lowest price of all the chicken products you sell, yet when I arrive at the store there are only the higher priced items for sale. I have another example of how this was especially evident this evening. I noticed an advertisement for 10-pound packages of leg quarters for 49 cents per pound, but was unable to locate any of these packages. I could find plenty of 6-pound packages, but they were priced at 99 cents per pound. I inquired with a meat department employee, and he said you were out of the 10-pound packages. I asked if he could relabel 2 6-pound packages, and I would gladly buy the extra 2 pounds as long as they came at the lower price. He was not willing to do this. It is important to remember as well that whole chickens are the only thing on my shopping list that you are ever out of. Everything else has been available for purchase. And after I was done shopping here at Wegmans, I went to the nearest non-Wegmans grocery store and purchased only fresh whole chickens, and I had no difficulty finding the chickens in the other stores. I would think this loss of profit would be infuriating to you and the rest of the employees, and I've notified you 3 times already, so I would expect that it was fixed by now.
I don't know what to say.
Has anyone else ever raised this issue with you?
No.
Well, if that is the case, then maybe all you need to do is save a few chickens in the back for me in case I come in. Then, when I notice that you are out of whole chickens, I would ask, "Are you out of whole chickens?" at the meat counter, and they would say, "Are you Nick Westervelt?" Then when I responded, "Yes, I'm Nick Westervelt," they would give me the chickens. Can we practice this? Are you out of whole chickens?
Are you Nick Westervelt?
Are we playing questions?